everyone. Today we're going to do a workout for harp players. You guys are near and dear to my heart. I learned how to play harp in college, and if I wasn't playing flute, I'd be playing harp. It's one of my absolute favorites. However, especially for concert harpists, there's a whole lot to think about that most people don't think about, especially where you guys play on one side of your body. You've got the harp on the right side, not the left. You also have the pedals to worry about, so we're going to deal with all of that today. So I'm actually going to do most of this sitting down, pretending like I'm playing a harp. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about some corrective exercise things that you can do before workouts, before your practice or playing sessions, in the middle of a practice session when you need to, stretch. So the first thing we're going to talk about is when you have, this is for my pedal harp players, so concert grand. I think Levi is going to make an appearance here. He's say hello, Levi. He's being awfully needy today, so apologies. So for my pedal harp players, what we're going to work on, the very front of your shin, right here, this is called your tibialis anterior. And there's a couple ways that we can get this to calm down, because if you think about all the up and down that you have to do, this can get overworked really easily. It can cause shin splints, and if you're a harpist that likes to run, it can make it worse. So what we're going to do is we've got a couple different options. Number one, you can use your fingers, okay? That's easy. You can also use your heel. So if I dig my heel into my shin like that, that'll work just as well. If you also have a Theracane or one of these goobery looking things, anybody seen this? This is called a body back buddy. It's a big mouthful. Got it for like 30 bucks on Amazon. You can use these little knobby guys to dig right into the front of your shin, right there. If you don't have one, no worries. We're going to pretend like you're either going to use your your shin, wrong body part, your heel, and I want you to find your shin bone, okay? Use your fingers, your heel, whatever you've got. If you've got a tennis ball or something, a golf ball, or a little knobby roller thing, anything is fine. We're looking for trigger points, okay? This muscle can get overused on a pedal harp, right? So you're going to find the shin bone right here, right to the right of it. You might have something tender in that little groove. I want you to walk your fingers up and down until you find something. If you find something tight, like right there, I want you to dig your fingers in there. You can also use your knuckles, which might save your fingers, and then apply overpressure with your other hand. I want you to find that tender spot and push. On a 1 to 10 pain scale, it should never be above a 7, okay? Otherwise it won't calm down. So we're going to press there, and if you want to make it a little more effective, take your foot and press it downward slightly while you're pressing, then ever so gently press up just a little bit on your hand and relax. And then it'll give you a nice release right in there, okay? And then, of course, to stretch. This is a hard one to stretch, guys, but I'm sure you've all done something like this, where you take your foot and you bring it towards you, like you're trying to bring the bottom of your toes to your face. That can work, all right? So another thing people don't think about, when you play, you tend to have leaning to one side. And also, the right arm, the left arm gets more extended, the right arm is closer to you. Unless, you're way up here. But this bicep gets tighter, and then on your low back, we have something called the QL. We're going to relax those muscles, then we're going to strengthen the muscles that tend to be weak. So for your bicep, we're going to stretch out your left bicep. What I want you to do is find a wall, and you're going to take this part of your thumb, right up against the wall right here, put it behind you, and extend your arm so it looks like this, or this, whatever. And then twist away. And if that's tight, oh God, you will feel it right off, okay? So you're gonna hold, relax. I want you to hold this for 30 seconds, right? If you don't hold, it won't stay, okay? We have to overcome the body stretch reflex, and that takes some time. Okay? You're more than welcome to try it on the right side as well. Don't be surprised if there's a big difference, okay? When it comes to playing, when we talk about your QL, that's, if you find your pelvis right here and the bottom of your ribs, put your hands here, hike, hike. That's your QL muscle. We're going to stretch your left QL. It's not the easiest thing to do. So I've got a couple different options. And number one looks like this, okay? You're gonna find a door. So you're gonna find a door right like this. My cat is all over the place, sorry guys. And I want you to cross your left leg over your right. Grab the door however you need to, okay? And then let this left hip fall away so it looks like this, right? Oh, and then angle until you feel a good stretch, okay? There's another one you can do, but unfortunately it requires a table or something, and you're probably not going to have a table, so that's the easiest one I can give you. Now we need to actually activate the right QL because the left is tight and the right is weak, right? So to activate, what we're going to do, a couple different things. This one, I'm going to have you stand on your left leg, lift your right hip. I mean, this is basically, it's called a QL activation. You could call it your sassy exercise. That'd be fine. So whatever works, right? So you're just gonna hike, hold, down slow. Give it a shot on your left side and see if one side feels more difficult than the other. The right side, if it's weak, should feel a little more difficult, okay? If you get any pain or anything with this, go ahead and stop because you shouldn't. All right, so after this, we've got to work on the backs of our shoulders here, right? So we're playing this way. We've got a lot of forward motion, not a lot of backwards motion. So all you need is a broom, if you happen to have a broom, all right? I'm going to show you an option for if you don't have a broom, okay? But if you do, we're going to do something, it's basically a dowel activation exercise for the rotator cuff and these muscles back here. What I want you to do is you're going to grab it just like this, come straight back, rotate, press. You can do this up against a wall to make sure you're not going too far back. If you do go too far back or you go too far down, when you rotate, you're going to have to lift your arms so don't hit yourself in the head. Nobody wants that, right? Right here, rotate, up. Do 10 to 15 of those. You should feel something really nice in the back right there, okay? If you don't have one of those, you can do the same thing without the broomstick. Another thing you can do is called scarecrow, right? I want you to hinge from your hips. This is not hinging. This is hinging. Stick your butt out like you're trying to moon somebody, okay? And then you're going to bring the backs of your arms towards the ceiling. If I stood up, I'd look like a scarecrow, hence the name. Right, so we're going to come back and back down. Don't lock your knees, squeeze, and back down. Again, 10 to 15 of these should feel really nice, okay? All right, so then we've done our activation, we've done our stretches. All we have left is a couple of strength moves that can help you out, okay? So, this is gonna seem silly, but you guys do calf raises because you need to make sure these calf muscles, when you're playing lever harp, are as strong as they can be and have endurance. So, I mean, how many pedal changes do you do in the course of a symphony? A lot more than probably church service, right? Or a wedding. So, to prepare you for that gig, we're gonna do calf raises. Calf raises can be done anywhere with any equipment or nothing. Say you've got an animal. Pick up your dog, come up on your toes, and back down. Or your child. To make this difficult, we're gonna do it on one leg at a time. Don't hang off a stair or anything, you don't need that. Just stand on one leg. I want you to think really tall, belly button in, come up, down slow. If you have to hold on to something for balance, that's fine. We're gonna come up, hold, down, 2, 3. Up, hold, down, 2, 3. We're gonna try that 15 to 20 times on each foot. If it's too much, by all means, do both, but do them slowly, okay? We're trying to build strength and endurance in those calf muscles. The last exercise we have is for the core, okay? Not just the core, but thinking about how much you guys have to be out here. This has to be strong. Your core also has to be strong. So we're gonna do something called the plank touch hold, right? Thank y'all for joining me today, by the way, appreciate it. So, plank touch hold looks like this. You're gonna get into a plank position, but instead of doing your plank this way, we're gonna do your plank this way. So what I want you to do, draw that belly button in, pull those shoulder blades back and down, and push the floor away. That should already be more active than normal, okay? Come out with your feet behind you a little wider than normal. Tuck your butt under and squeeze. Oh my gosh, that's already harder than a normal plank. Here's the hold. Come up, hold, switch. Come up, hold, switch. Notice what I'm not doing. I'm not doing this. You don't want to have any shifting in your hips. So hold, and if you can only do this without shifting your hips, it's hard to do that without losing my breath. If you can only do those really quickly, that's fine. Just build up to where you can hold them. All right? Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Harp workout. I'm gonna post it, and please feel free to give me any feedback or questions. I'm gonna be updating this, so the next one we do is gonna have equipment. But this you can do at home, in the practice room, probably not backstage, but you could. All right, y'all have a great day.